presentation about off-grid living in space adapting the Satoyama philosophy for extraterrestrial habitats. Please, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. First, allow me to give you an overview of our Taisei Corporation. I touched upon it in yesterday's panel discussion, so please forgive any overlap for those who were present. Our company was founded over 150 years ago and constructs innovative and sustainable buildings and structures. Our biggest motto, which is also serves as our company philosophy, is to create environments where people can thrive. In essence, while we are a company that creates the hardware of the environment, our ultimate goal and motto is to enhance the well-being of those who live and work in these spaces and to create environments that lead to happy lives. Our global reach includes the following major projects. Palm Island Project. We outperformed our competitors with cutting-edge construction technology, earning high praise from local media. Almas Tower is also a big urban skyscraper project in the Middle East. Bosphorus Strait Project. We realized a century-old dream of connecting two continents. We boldly adopted numerous groundbreaking new technologies for undersea construction in strong currents, completing this difficult project that was said to be impossible. We are proud to have completed this crucial project, a long-cherished desire of the Turkish government. So now let me explain the construction of a lunar base based on a Satoyama concept. Humanity is taking its first steps towards a new frontier, space. Space habitation is no longer a science fiction fantasy, but a tangible goal within our reach. I'm sure almost all of you have simple questions like, why the Satoyama philosophy? How will you incorporate it into a lunar base? And still questions arise. Why do we even want to build a base on the moon in the first place? Is it for scientific or engineering research, to mine and discover resources for utilization, and for building a lunar city instead of surviving on Earth? Well, whatever the reason, building a lunar base presents significant obstacles and challenges. These include the harsh environment, extremely limited resources, and the potential psychological stress of long-term stays. In Japan, the concept of Satoyama, managed woodlands, illustrates a history of actively engaging with and managing nature to maintain biodiversity and benefit from its resources. Satoyama serves as an ideal model of human-nature symbiosis. Within Satoyama, wisdom about cyclical resource utilization was nurtured, such as using fallen leaves and branches for fuel and fertilizer. This provides valuable insights for building a sustainable society in the resource-constrained environment of space. Space habitation is a monumental challenge for humanity. However, it also presents an opportunity to evaluate our relationship with nature. Coexistence with nature means living in harmony with our surroundings, not dominating them. It means respecting the power and importance of nature and maintaining a balance between human needs and the environment. Resource recycling is another key principle of Satoyama. We believe in using resources efficiently, minimizing waste, and finding new uses for all materials. Sustainable development is about meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Now let's move on to how we will embody the Satoyama philosophy in a lunar base. I'll explain this while introducing a hexagon structure. Hexagons are utilized in various everyday objects like wrenches, bolts, nuts, pencils, tiles, and soccer balls, and is observed in various natural phenomena like beehives and snowflakes. Honeycomb structures achieve high strength with minimal material, making them suitable for applications requiring both lightweight and robustness, such as aircraft wings and building materials. Hexagons also excel in efficiently utilizing limited space. Hexagons require a shorter perimeter to cover the same area, thus saving material. Excel in expandability, space efficiency, and design potential, with future possibilities for improved cost effectiveness through material reduction. In architectural perspective, buildings incorporating hexagonal motifs often convey a modern and stylish impression. Green zones within the base will provide stress reduction, food production, and air purification for the residents. The Satoyama concept encompasses various aspects. It divides the landscape into zones. For example, the concept on the left side of this slide aims to apply this Satoyama approach to lunar living areas. This represents initial vision, not a finalized construction blueprint. However, we believe this concept serves as a helpful illustration of how Satoyama principles could be applied to lunar living spaces, which is why we are presenting it here. The outer black area represents the vacuum of space, a dangerous external environment. Plant factories act as a buffer zone, connecting the outer environment with the habitable areas. Green residential areas are located further inside, where people reside and live peacefully. Actual agricultural areas are situated, and even deeper within the bottom of lunar vertical shaft represents another dangerous vacuum space. The plant factories and the agricultural areas are both intermediate layer connecting the wilderness and living zones. This area is positioned as a buffer zone, an intermediate layer that enriches the interaction with nature, creating natural environments for psychological well-being. Our lunar habitats are designed to generate more energy than they consume. We are accomplished in zero-emission building facility that we actually use it as a research center where I work at every day, including physical and mental well-being technique we've developed. And vice versa, in the near future, the new developed technologies through lunar-based construction planning, the newly developed technology applications will be utilized back here on Earth. This facility goes beyond simple energy efficiency. It prides itself on securing groundbreaking technology that achieves a complete balance between energy creation and consumption within the building itself, helping us improve resource management, waste reduction, and sustainable technologies. Satoyama in space. Satoyama is not just a philosophy for Earth, but a universal principle that can guide suitable expansion and harmony in space exploration. Future space development. Our lunar base is just the first step. We envision expanding into larger lunar settlements, exploring Mars, and preparing for deep space missions. So is Satoyama philosophy only implemented in Japan? The answer is no. In ancient Greece, temenos referred to sacred groves or forests where human activity was restricted and nature was protected. Activities like logging and hunting were prohibited in these areas, fostering a coexistence between humans and nature, similar to the sacred forests surrounding Japanese shrines. Temenos reflect a reverence for nature and a philosophy of conservation. In England, from the medieval to early modern periods, commons were shared lands managed collectively by local communities. These commons served as grazing pastures and sources of firewood, ensuring the sustainable use of natural resources, like Japan's Yoriai common land. The commons represented the system of community-based resource management, supporting a harmonious relationship between humans and nature. The Spanish dehesa refers to a type of agroforestry system where communities manage woodlands and pastures. These lands are collectively managed to provide essential resources like timber, firewood, and grazing land for livestock. Similar to Satoyama, the dehesa functions as a mechanism for maintaining a balanced relationship between humans and nature. The German Mark also refers to communally managed forests and pastures. Villagers collectively manage these lands, sharing resources like timber and grazing areas. Like the Satoyama system, the Mark contributed to sustainable resource use and the well-being of the local community. At present, notably in Nordic countries, the right to enjoy nature is legally protected, as exemplified by the Allemansratten, freedom to roam. These examples demonstrate that Europe has a long history of diverse systems and philosophies aimed at achieving harmony with nature. They share common elements with the Japanese concept of Satoyama, including reverence for nature, sustainable resource utilization, and community-based management. By combining the wisdom of Europe and Japan and forging a new connection with the natural world, we can create a sustainable society even in a challenging environment of space. Finally, what is Taisei's vision for the future? With our biggest motto, which also serves as a company philosophy, to create environments where people can thrive. Through the advancement of space development and space habitat construction technology, we would like to aim to realize a dream of creating a better environment for Earth's society with a strong emphasis on international collaboration to achieve this. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Seishi.